We're finally on the way. After a couple of days decamped in France, our first stop was the town of Braubach, where we found a wonderful campsite on the banks of the Rhine, overlooked by a castle.
There's no tidal wave, get in there.
First thing though, I needed a swim. Though as the current was quite strong, I didn't get very far. Just a 5-minute stroll through the gardens by the river and we arrived at the reason we came here. The Village Wine Festival. Braubach has been celebrating its traditional wine festival since 1925, thus making it one of the most famous and oldest wine festivals on the Middle Rhine.
Und jetzt möchten wir an dieser Stelle natürlich jetzt zur Siegerehrung kommen und auch nochmal ganz herzlich unseren Sponsoren danken.
For 4 days on the first weekend in October, locals and tourists alike socialise in the park by the river and enjoy fine wines from the upper middle Rhine valley.
She may be a little bit drunk, but I think she's doing a good job of getting our dinner.
Everyone we spoke to was incredibly friendly, helpful and knowledgeable about the wines.
Okay. Yes.
A lovely afternoon and evening was spent here and a few glasses were sampled. We're not big wine drinkers ourselves, but as the wines are made locally, they don't contain high quantities of preservative sulfites. That's the bit that exaggerates your hangover. So the next morning, we felt right as rain. But alas, it was time to head back to the campsite, as we had a hill to climb in the morning to get up to the castle.
Standing just over 500 feet above the Rhine, Marksburg Castle was originally a stone keep built in the year 1100. It was expanded to become a castle in 1117 and was built to protect the town of Braubach. You enter the castle through the outer drawbridge gate, dated from 1490. Marksburg was sold to the German Castle Association in 1900 and has been its headquarters ever since. As a fully working castle with families living there, you can only visit by going on a tour, but at just €11 each, it's a bargain. Originally a slope for horses to enter the castle, this is now known as the equestrian staircase. The stairs were only carved into the rock in the 17th century, when there were no more horses in the castle. This is known as the witch garden. It's because all these plants here are poisonous and would be known only by witches how to use them. Now that's a kitchen. It's huge. I think cooking with Tom might be a new experience in this kitchen. From the huge kitchen, taking almost the whole of the floor, you go straight up into the Knights' Hall, where the knights would eat, sleep and study. I don't know if you remember from years of old, but Claire loves caves and narrow places like this. But she's gone running up these stairs quicker than I could have imagined. Maybe it's just to get away from it, I'm not sure. Up 16, down 9 apparently. And 9. It is only one of 2 castles that have never been conquered along the Rhine Valley, and is the only castle never to have fallen into disrepair.
Yeah, please, if you want to.
He's more beautiful already.
Keep on smiling, sir.
Can't see out.
Yeah.
You can't,
Yeah,
can
take
you?
care, take care.
Yeah. I know.
It's not too easy.
We might have had an argument yesterday, but there is a limit.
Anyway.
The keep is the highest point of the castle rock, standing almost 40 metres high. The lower part was built in 1239 and the upper part being added around 1468.
The most fascinating bit about that tour is in the armoury. He was saying where they have the full visor down, but they've got such tiny little slits and a funny little pointy nose bit. It's really hard to see and breathe. So they have to lift the visors up occasionally so that they can see and so that they can breathe. But you've got your left hand with your shield, so you don't want to do it with that hand. Your right hand is the one that's got the sword, so you're either defending yourself, or if you're meeting a friendly, put your sword away and you lift your visor up so that they can see your face and they can see that you're friendly and you're safe and you haven't got a sword in your hand. And that's where saluting comes from, because you're lifting your visor.
We hope you've enjoyed our first video back in 18 months. Please bear with us, we will get better. Like and subscribe and feel free to comment. Join us next Sunday when our trip almost ended in disaster before we'd even got started.